and it's going to be a normal thing. Let's go in here and delete this this other video. We're going to archive this video on Facebook because it shouldn't be there. I just was yapping at the camera for a second. All right, now as soon as we're live over here on Restream, it should tell me that I can go live over here on Instagram. Boom, we're live on Instagram, all working out. Love that. Love to see it. Everyone's jumping back over. Is it really telling me that we're not live on YouTube for some reason? No, we're live on YouTube. Good. All right. Thankfully, we're back. We're back, guys. We are so back. This old stream is going to get deleted. Let's just do that live. We're going to talk about what's going on, but we've got some giveaway stuff happening. That's what's happening right now. We are giving away a Black Lotus. Straight up, it's a real thing. It's happening. It just, yeah, that's what's going on. This 354, you got to delete this stream here. Let's unlist it, make it private so that, yeah, don't want to be watching that one. Save it, go back to the main one, guys. Very, very interesting, very exciting stream for everybody involved. Monetization was on, but we can save it. There we go. All right. Boom. We're live. What a journey to get here, everybody. What a journey. And I'm going to check and make sure TikTok is working over here because we want to be able to be live there. And I see all my friends on Instagram here. Oh, there's so much volume. There's so much volume. That's not what we're trying to do. We want to be live. Don't worry. There it is. We're live now. We're live on TikTok. I can see all my TikTok friends on here. Good to see you guys. It is okay. So here's the story. We are giving away a Black Lotus. Okay. Wow, it's crazy that all of the folks who were in that other stream just didn't come back over because it was broken. It's all right, though. So, we're giving away a Black Lotus. This is an unlimited Black Lotus that is in my hand. It is the most famous Magic card ever. It is the most iconic Magic card ever. This copy is not the copy specifically I'm giving away, but the copy I am giving away, you can see I just posted a video about. It's a bit more played than this copy. It is a well-loved copy of Black Lotus. It is unlimited. It is a real Lotus. It's not 30th anniversary. It is not collector's edition. It's real. It's just a straight-up real Lotus, and we're giving it away. We are giving it away. Ancestral MTG are my partners. You guys have heard me talk about them more than once. They are my partners in short form. We do a lot of stuff together. They're great. They really specialize in high end. So the reason we're giving a Lotus away, and there's a lot of reasons why, but the reason that it's them and the reason that we're doing a Lotus is because Ancestral is a company. If you go to their website, you're going to see some crazy shit. You're going to see Swarovski crystals. You're going to see 16 Black Lotuses. You're going to see hundreds of dual lands and Library of Alexandria's and Tabernacle at Pendrell Vales. You're going to see everything under the sun. As long as it's kind of older vintage Magic. That's what they focus on. That's what they specialize in. And so I do want to just give a shout to Marcus Lewandowski here on Facebook, who says, "Hey, Ben, longtime fan of you since Ben the Boss Bateman days. Loved you those days. Crazy to find out you play Magic too." That, guys, is about the show I used to do, the Movie Trivia Schmodown. World Championship of Movie Trivia, which I won 6 years ago. I spoke to the commissioner, Christian Harloff, earlier today, actually. I hadn't talked to him in a little while. Really good to catch up with him. We were reminiscing about some of the old days. But Christian and I were chatting about this show that was this amazingly fun show I used to get to do, and it was a YouTube show all about, live movie trivia. It was the World Championship of Movie Trivia. And it's funny because in many ways, Pack It Up has a lot of elements of the way it has to be scheduled, shot, and organized of Movie Trivia Schmodown, and it's becoming more that way. We have some really exciting season 2 stuff coming that you guys are going to know about sooner than later, and it was just fun to reminisce. Anyway, we're live. There's a good chunk of you guys watching right now. We've got a good solid number of people watching on Instagram. We have another good chunk of people watching over here on Facebook and on YouTube. It's so funny. There's one person on Twitch right now. Because we just did go live. This is not going to be the longest stream. I want to keep picking this up to show it off, but I should probably put it in a sleeve if I'm going to just keep picking it up because I don't want to mess it up. Let me just sleeve this bad boy up so it doesn't get mussed, and then I can just keep picking it up for the purpose of explaining what we're doing here. So I'm going to talk about some details here in a second for you guys to know all about, so that we can all be on the same page about this Black Lotus thing that's happening right now that I'm talking about. All right, stick this in here. All right, love to see the folks that are on Twitch. Always a good time. Always a good time. Not a real duck in here. There's a few of us here. Is that me? Hey, now there are like 7 of us here on Twitch. Okay, it shows me 1 right now, so there might be more that I can't see yet. You know, I've got all the platforms running. Sometimes it glitches out on me. But what we are doing is we're giving away a Black Lotus. If you're here for the first time, if you're watching what I'm doing for the first time, if you've tuned in from anywhere and you're curious what's going on, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, we are giving away an unlimited Black Lotus. Now, Black Lotus is the most famous card ever. It is the iconic Magic card. Christopher Haley, we are giving one away for real. Black Lotus, the iconic Christopher Rush Magic card, the card that started it all. The rough numbers of Lotuses that exist in the world that are real, that are not, because Magic 30th Anniversary are obviously, those are sort of proxies in people's minds, right? They're tokens, they're not real cards. And Collector's Edition, they have Magic backs, they have sharp corners. Sorry, they do have Magic backs. But the real ones, the real Black Lotuses, and if you're in the chat, you know this to be wrong. I believe there's about 1,100 alpha Lotuses that got made, period. About 1,100. There was something like 2,400 beta Lotuses, I want to say, 1,800 or 2,400, I think. And then when you got to Unlimited, which is this edition, there was like 18,000, something like that. I feel like maybe I'm making that number up, 18 or 20,000. There's 25,000 or less Lotuses that were ever made in the world in 1993, right? You're going back in the day, and there just weren't very many of them. They're just extremely, extremely rare. And so I made a video explaining it. You guys can go check the video out. Oh, did I just see my friend Elder Dingus in the Instagram chat? You just manifested a pack 1, pick 1 Lotus from me in Vintage Cube on MTGO. Nice. Guys, Elder Dingus, great creator. He makes really good stuff. So here's the I know it's crazy. There just aren't very many Lotuses, right? They just didn't really make very many. And so Black Lotus has always been the crown jewel of Magic, right? So I'm giving away a Lotus for a couple reasons. The first one is that there's no company I work with that represents old Magic, vintage Magic, like Ancestral. That's their whole game. It's what they do. It's what they specialize in. It's what they have helped me with. The story with Ancestral, if you guys don't know, is that I did a deal with a guy who's become a friend of mine. And part of the deal was that he had a really nice copy of Alpha Soul Ring. And we did the deal. And what I got to keep in my part of the deal was an Alpha Soul Ring, which is an expensive card. It's over $1,000. And got sent to my house, delivered on my front porch. It was stolen off my front porch. Devastating loss. And I was trying to figure out how to do anything, right? Like what to do about it. And so I had a friend of a friend who connected me with Joel and Max over at Ancestral MTG. And amateur Mon 5525 with the super chat here. I just wanted to give a big thank you for the super chat. And connected me with Max and Joel over at Ancestral. And don't worry over here on TikTok, guys. I'm going to explain how to enter. I'm going to get there. Just hang in with me. We're not going to be live that long tonight, so I'm going to explain how this works. It was brutal. It was really, really, really sad because it was a card that I had always wanted, but it also was a card that was a gift from the guy I was doing the deal with, right? He was excited that copy of that card was going to end up in Gearson Starn, which is my favorite commander deck. And so I had the Masterpiece Soul Ring in there. I had traded for the Masterpiece Soul Ring, and I was going to replace it. And got stolen off my front porch. And so I got put into touch with Ancestral. And they were basically like, hey, man, we don't know you. Because this was like almost a year ago. They were like, we don't really know you. But if you want to work with us on this, we're more than happy to provide some support. So they were basically like, we'll basically give you a Soul Ring at cost, right? So effectively 50% off. And on top of that, if you just, just tell the story, right? And so I did. And then they also gave out a test print searing spear, which I gave away. I can't remember who won it, but it was we got to do a cool test print that only existed inside Wizards. And then on top of that, the Soul Ring and that whole thing that started off the relationship. That was back in the beginning of this year. And so I started working with them shortly thereafter, and they've been great. Max and Joel. Joel is one of the original testers on Magic. He was one of the guys who originally worked at Wizards and has a great story to tell. And Max runs the business Ancestral with Joel. Has done a ton of vending, knows a ton about Magic cards, about art. And so I speak with those guys a lot, and they're really supportive of what I've done in my career. And so they called me pretty recently, like in the last couple of weeks. The giveaway is not American only, guys. Over Canada, people are asking over on TikTok. So the giveaway is going to be worldwide. It's a big enough card. We can figure out security and shipping if we have to. When it comes to smaller giveaways, I tend to not, but it's worldwide on this one. And so they called me and they were like, "Hey, you know what? It's been an amazing year. Because the guys, look, here's the crazy shit. If you're watching my content, maybe it's because you watch my stuff all the time. Maybe you saw this live stream pop up on YouTube. I don't know. I got into making Magic content daily back in June of last year. May, I think, actually. It's about a year and a half ago. Started making videos every single day, and I just put in the time, right? Because I love it and because I love Magic, and I wanted sort of like a new creative endeavor, and so I put a ton of work into it, and my life's really changed. It's been an amazing year and a half. I've gotten to meet so many cool people and had an amazing experience. And in that time, I've done a lot of different stuff. The stuff I've done has gotten like, I actually don't even know the real number. I think it's somewhere between 300 and 350 million views in the definitely since I started, probably closer to 400 or 500 million. But in the last year, it's been about 300 million views. It's been about 300 million views since the start of this year. And that's really been amazing. I've gotten to meet so many cool people and go to amazing places. And again, Pack It Up, which is, if you guys don't know, I do this show called Pack It Up, and it's a show about chaos drafting, and it's my favorite thing in the world. And it like truly the show I'd always wanted to do. And I do it on YouTube. We open random packs. We get 12 random packs all the way back to alpha, 12 random packs, 4 players. We do a chaos draft, and then, we battle it, and winner keeps every single card that we open. That's how the show works. We've done 8 episodes so far. And, so it's been an amazing year, and I've gotten to do some really crazy stuff. And so, Ancestral called me and they were sort of like, "Hey, we've had an amazing year working with you. It's been really, really, really successful. We've met a lot of new customers. We've gotten to buy collections and work with people." And they were like, we have a pretty great inventory of old stuff, and we think that it's been an amazing year for both of us. Why don't we celebrate it? Why don't we celebrate the end of the year with a huge giveaway? It'll be the biggest giveaway we've ever done. Black Lotus is the card. Let's just give away a Lotus. What do you think? And I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. Let's absolutely give away a Lotus. So I want to give a super chat shout out here. Super chat shout out to Amateur Mon 5525. Watch you all the time with the super chat. I really appreciate that. I do want to give a couple quick shout outs. One of the things that I have been talking about a little more lately, and look, this is one of the things, I mention this whenever we talk about it, but as a creator, you work with companies. Like I get to work with Ancestral, and we have a partnership, which is great. And you guys know Journey's End, they're great. And I get to work with people on various projects, but one of the things that we do as creators that helps us stay afloat and, allows us to travel, to make new concepts, like, Pack It Up's an expensive show, whatever, is we have Patreon. Patreon is a service that I think a lot of different folks use. And, Patreon is a service that a lot of different folks use, creators specifically use to help kind of maintain their ability to make content and to expand their content and grow their content. It's like a huge thing. It's just communal. And so I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Ben Bateman MTG. I'm going to just put the link in the chat for you guys, because I always get asked this when I talk about it live. There's a few different levels. There's a Discord level. I actually told the Discord about an hour before I announced the Black Lotus. I jumped in there and I announced it. There's not very many people in there. We just launched the Patreon. We don't have a huge number of people who are paid patrons. But I told them about an hour ahead. I was like, we're actually giving away a Black Lotus in an hour. I'm announcing it. So there's the Patreon in case you guys are interested, anyone wants to check it out. But I jumped in there and I told them that I was announcing the Lotus, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool!" And I was like, "Yeah, tune in the live stream. Tune in the live stream. It'll be awesome. We can chat a little, and you guys can kind of see what I've got in mind over there." My buddy Scotty Baker, who is in the chat right now on Instagram, Mr. Scotty Baker. You can see him right here. He thinks he deserves the Lotus, apparently. Scotty is a Magic player. He's a host. He's a filmmaker. You guys might know him from Amped Gaming, which they do really cool CDH content. But then Scotty also is the producer on Pack It Up. So when you guys see how well that show comes together, that's because my guy Scotty, who is in the Instagram chat right now, is just kicking ass and taking names on the show. And we have a great partnership on that show, but I could never have made that show happen if not for Scotty. So I just want to give a shout out to him because he's in the chat. What's up, guys, over on TikTok? I know I haven't been giving you guys as much love. I'm going to talk about what you can do to win. I do want to give any new Patreon shout outs because I do tend to I like to shout people out. If anybody signs up live, always you get a shout out. But I do want to give, we just had some free members sign up. So Jack McElroy and Tristan, Christopher Haley, Nicholas Pasucci, all just signed up at the free level, because there's a paid level, but there's also a free level, right? Where you can it's basically just a social media, a hub where I post content. So, but if anybody signs up during the stream, of course, you'll get a shout out. All right. We're going to talk a little bit more about this Black Lotus giveaway. If you're just tuning in for the first time, we are giving away this Black Lotus. It's not this one, actually. This is my Black Lotus. I traded like half my Magic collection a year and a half ago for this exact Black Lotus. We're giving away a different one. We are giving away a heavily played unlimited copy. If you watch the video that I just put up, it's on Instagram, it's on TikTok, YouTube, all the various places. There's a video. You can see a picture of it. I don't have it in my hand yet. It's Ancestral is providing it. They're the ones that have it. So you guys will see it though. It's great. I mean, look, every single Black Lotus, whether it's been run over by a car, its gem mint is beautiful because there's so few of them, and there's just such an incredible piece of history. But I am gonna talk about a few other folks in here. We did just get a couple Patreon signups, so I do want to give some Patreon shout outs to folks who have signed up and supported on Patreon. And again, look, I do everything I possibly can to just make content and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it sponsorship, no sponsorship, Patreon, no Patreon. You kind of have to just assume you're going to do the stuff that you want to do and do it the best you can, and that's that, right? Like there's no stipulation of level of support that you can expect from anybody, because but it's always good to ask, in case people do want to find a way to support, because some people really get excited to do that. So I did just get Nortradamus and Diamond Dog 35 both just signed up on Patreon at the chaos level. So thank you guys for those signups. Also, we had Ice Strike sign up at the rare level. Rare that's our entry level. So when folks sign up there, they get invited into the Discord. Again, that's where I announced I was giving away this Lotus first. So I actually jump back over to that server, so I have it open, so I can be interacting with you guys while we're live. Hang on, where is it? What happened to me? There it is. What's up, Discord chat? There's like 5 active people chatting in the chat on Discord right now, and there's like 1,400 on these platforms. So I'm like, hey, 5 people, this is cool. And I'm like, hey, 1,400 people, I'm doing my best to interact with everybody. But thank you all for watching. It's a lot to try to keep all the platforms together. Brian E. Leary just signed up on Patreon at the Mythic level, and then Ice Strike just signed up, of course, at the rare level. That's what I was just saying a second ago. So I am going to talk about how you guys can win, how you can win the Lotus. We're going to get there in just a minute. Christopher Hedrick also just signed up at the rare level on Patreon. Thank you guys. Thank you, all of you. This is not me on, I'm not going live so I can beg for money. That is not the point of the stream. Really, the point of the stream is I wanted to share the excitement with you guys, which is like, look, if I'm being 100% with you, just like totally real, if you told me ever in my life at any point, ever, that I was going to be able to give away a Black Lotus just free, like to enter to win this costs nothing. You don't have to spend a single cent. There is no money required. There's no purchase necessary. It's just straight up free. And depending on condition on Lotus, on Unlimited, you're talking about open market $10,000 to $15,000. Like, it's just a pile of cash. I mean, it's way cooler than a pile of cash because it's a classic piece of history. It is the most important and special and iconic card in the history of Magic, right? So I can't believe I'm getting to give one away. Like, I actually think it's insane. It's one of the more insane things that I've ever gotten to do. And it's just amazing to be in this position. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to have been able to make content that's resonated with people enough that a brand like Ancestral trusts me as an ambassador to give stuff away. I think it's just really special. It makes me really happy, and I get to provide what is a meaningful experience for people. So I'm glad you guys are here to share it with me. I'm going to tell you all the details for how you can win. But I can promise you the Black Lotus is real, it's unlimited, and it costs no money to win. A few folks just jumped in to Patreon. So Sarah Animations 01 with the rare sign up. Thank you. Christopher Haley just upgraded from the free level, because we have a free level as well where you can just hang out for free, to the chaos level. So the chaos level, there's one single pack from the Wall of Chaos. Every single episode of the show, we give away to one random chaos member. We just hit randomly. There's at the mythic level, which is like the $10 level, basically. We sign the playmat. We signed the playmat from that episode, starting with episode 9. It's supposed to be 8, but we aired them in basically out of order. So we aired them in the wrong order. So 9 is actually the first one that we'll have a signed playmat for. But and then you get thanked in the credits of the show and stuff like that. So Nick Foles _ goat09 also just upgraded to the chaos level. So all right, let's talk about a few other things here to make sure that oh geez, I saw there's a few more people who just signed up. Holy smokes. Actually, we just had 5 more. Wow, you guys this is crazy. This is fucking crazy that you guys are all joining the Patreon right now. I've been talking about it on streams and stuff like that recently, but I guess there's just a lot more people watching live right now. So I need to shout some folks out. Last Ronin asking over here on TikTok how you enter the giveaway. I'm going to explain it. I can tell you if you want exactly the details in 2 minutes. There's a video that's posted on my Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Facebook, and it has the details of exactly what you can do to win. It gives you all the information. I'm going to explain all of it. Don't worry. We are giving away a Black Lotus, an unlimited Black Lotus. It's a thing we're doing, and so we're going to give it away. We're going to talk about all the details of how you can win and what the deal is. But there are a lot of folks jumping into the Patreon, and I want to shout all of them out. So let's shout some people out. Brock with the Mythic sign up. We got Mog Tones with the Mythic sign up over here on Patreon. We got Jason Hickmont with the rare sign up over here. We got Trey Lacey with the Chaos sign up. We got John Downey with the rare sign up. Skylar Nutt with the Mythic sign up, and Dion Calaman with the Chaos sign up. That's a lot of new patrons tonight, all who just signed up. Thank you guys so much for supporting what I'm doing. It is really cool of you. And then Scruffy just signed up at the rare level. That's like 14 people who just signed up. And I just another one. Oh no, that was Dion Calaman. It's just I see what's going on. I'm getting the notifications on my phone. All right, so I'm gonna if anyone else signs up tonight, we will definitely 100% talk about that. I'll shout you guys out. Thank you for being here. All right, so here's what you can do to win. So this is I was telling the story of exactly this Black Lotus. The one that would not specifically this one in my hand, but the one that's being given away. And the way this works, the way that we're doing this tonight is we have a few weeks. This is going to be officially given away. The winner is going to be announced live on a stream just like this one. It's going to be happening on the 1st of January. January 1st, 2026, 3 weeks from today, the winner. Now, here's what you can do to be entered to win this Black Lotus. The first thing is this is a giveaway that heavily favors Instagram and Facebook. So basically the only stuff you guaranteed have to make sure you're doing if you want to be entered to win this, the only thing you have to do is make sure you're following Ancestral MTG and Ben Bateman MTG on Instagram and Facebook. That's it. If you literally just go do those 4 things, you just go follow Ben Bateman MTG and Ancestral MTG on Instagram and Facebook. If you go do that, you will be entered. We are going to pick one random person, and that person needs to be following those 4 places. However, if you want to double your chances, if you just want to double your chances and have 2x the chance to win this Lotus, you can go to ancestralmtg.com. And if you go to ancestralmtg.com and you make a customer account. You don't have to buy anything. You just sign up, just like you'd make an account to buy anything from any website. If you just make a customer account, you get 2 more entries. So basically, if you sign up and you whatever, you follow the 4 places, that's the prerequisite. Every single person needs to make sure that they are following on Instagram and Facebook, Ancestral and myself. If you then just go make an account on ancestralmtg.com, you double your entries. So that's it. And if you want to know like the links of where to go follow those people, in my link tree, which is in the bio of all my various profiles, like if you're already following on Facebook and Instagram, both accounts, you're already entered. That's all. You don't even have to do anything else. But if you want to increase your chances, you just make an Ancestral MTG account. And I've talked about this before, but like I have a first time purchase code with those guys, Bateman 10. It's uppercase Bateman 10. And if you use that code on your first purchase of $250 or more, you get 10% off. You don't actually have to buy anything, but if you're there, you can get 10% off. So that is the deal for this Black Lotus. That's what you got to do. Yeah, so we're going to be live for a little bit longer. Somebody just asked, what if you don't have a Facebook? And somebody then said, make a Facebook account. So here's what I will say. Obviously on the subject of Instagram and Facebook, if you don't have those accounts, I'm sorry, because this is, it is a relatively expensive card, one of the more expensive Magic cards, and we are driving traffic to those places because I post a lot of content, and Ancestral's a great partner, and that's the requirement if you guys want to win is just Instagram and Facebook. So that's what you have to do. It'll be, well, you guys will hear me talk about this some more times. You guys will hear me talk about this a handful more times between now and the first of the year, because this is going to obviously be, this is the biggest giveaway I've ever done, right? Like just like 100%, like without question, this is the biggest giveaway I've ever done. It's like not even close. So all right. I see Mike Hartner over here on Facebook says all followed up, done and done. So folks are excited. They're following. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing there as far as the details of how you can be entered to win. But just, yeah, Ancestral is an amazing partner. They've been really supportive, through and through this whole time. And it's crazy to be giving. It is crazy to be giving one away. Like, I sort of can't believe on some level that we're actually just giving a Lotus away. Let's see how it's being received online. Looks like people seem to be pretty excited over on Instagram. So yeah, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, what are the details? How do I do it? You can also just go to any of my social accounts, and the first video that's listed there has all the details. So yeah, but probably be live a little bit longer tonight to just keep hanging out with you guys, and it seems like the folks, Ancestral or Kings, they work with Wubby and all his stuff, says Epic Turds. Yeah, they're great. They do a really good job. So, but yeah, that's the deal. I wanted to do a stream talking about giving it away and just to thank everybody. It's been an amazing year. It's been an incredible year. I'm really excited that maybe somebody watching this right now is gonna win this. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty amazing. And if you guys haven't already checked it out, check out my show, Pack It Up. It's on this YouTube channel, Ben Bateman MTG. It's a chaos draft show where we draft 4 packs or 3 packs each from Magic history. So 12 total packs on a 4-player draft, and then we draft the pack. It keeps everything we open. We actually this week on the show, up one that's going to air Wednesday, so 1 week from today on the 17th. The one that airs on the 17th has the biggest pack hit we've ever hit. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. I'm really excited for you guys to see that. And so, If you haven't already checked out this most recent episode of Pack It Up, it was a great episode. We had CGB on the episode. We had Talia. We had Alex. Really, really, really fun. So go check that out. Click it. Leave a comment. I think we're giving away a Judge Foil Demonic Tutor on that one. We haven't announced the winner on that yet. So you can still go comment and have a chance to win that. But yeah, what was I going to just go? Oh, yeah. I wanted to jump back over to the patrons because I think there's some other folks who signed up. So since the last ones, we had Daniel Wright just signed up for the Patreon at the Chaos level. Matthew Audi signed up at the Mythic level. Isaiah Tippin just signed up at the Rare level, and Stephen Noble signed up at the Rare level as well. So every single person who supports what I'm doing with their support on Patreon, I just really appreciate it. I make a lot of content. I spend a lot of time making content, and I love it. I love making content for you guys. And definitely having the level of support that you guys have offered, and specifically the folks who want to support on Patreon. It's an important part of the creator economy, and allows us to, it basically allows us to keep making stuff. Because sponsors are going to come and go. Like, I have a great relationship with Ancestral, but if them or anyone else that I work with has like a down year, it's not as good as they want it to be or something like that. Sponsorships can change, support can change. And so having that level of support from people, it just matters a lot. So I appreciate all of you guys. Quick couple things to go over before we wrap up the stream tonight. Okay. Jax Kava asking over here on Instagram, how do we win the Lotus? We are giving away a Black Lotus. It's an unlimited Black Lotus. We're giving away the Lotus. It's an unlimited Black Lotus. Okay, so I've seen some people ask about verifying the same account from all the winners and stuff. So with something like this, something as big as this, I have to reach out before that stream on the 1st and select the winner and contact them and confirm they're a real person and not a bot, and cross-reference the accounts. And then I will announce the winner live on the stream. So I've done this before. Don't worry. If as long as you guys are honest and following from those accounts, and I will work with the person who I contact, and that person is going to be cross-referenced and then just announced live on stream. So I'm going to literally reach out to one person on one of the accounts, and I'm going to ask for immediate proof that person is following on all the places. And as soon as they do, and they are, and it's all real, then yeah, they will. So yeah, if you want to win the Black Lotus, what you need to do is make sure that you, Beastly is asking the video where you can win the Judge Foil Demonic Tutor. The Judge Foil Demonic Tutor is the giveaway from this last week's episode of Pack It Up, which is my show on YouTube. Go look at it. It's the last full video released on my channel. Honestly, if everybody watching was to go and watch that video, that'd make me super happy, because I love that show, and it makes me really, really, really happy. So you can go follow there. But yeah, for the Black Lotus, if you want to win the Lotus, the way this works is you have to make sure you're following on Instagram, on Facebook for Ben Bateman MTG and Ancestral MTG. That's it. If you're just following on those places, you're entered to win. If you want to increase your chances, go make a customer account for Ancestral MTG, ancestralmtg.com. All the links for all that stuff, it's all just in my bio and my link tree. But if you just make an account, you don't have to buy anything. You double your chances to win this. So that's that. I did want to show this off really quickly before we get out of here, because it's special, and this was sent to me. I actually have another card that is also super cool and new, but I don't get to show you guys. But I'm gonna change camera angles for a second so you can see this, because this is super cool and it's into Starn. And here we go. Let's do this right. Let's see if I can do this. All right, ready for this, guys? This is super cool. I want to show you this because I am stoked about it. This is a card I really wanted. Here we go. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for. Check this out. So this is, can I get this to focus? There it is. This is the War of the Spark foil, pre-release foil Narset. This is uncommon Narset, right? This is the one of your opponents can't draw more cards. And I had the retro border Planeswalker with the weird text in the deck. And somebody saw me post a video and was like, hey, I have that cool War of the Spark promo you've always wanted, the anime Narset. And I was like, I mean, all right. And this is one of the, I usually don't trade in the mail. I most of the time don't trade in the mail. But this guy was like, hey, I have this, and asked for a card that I thought was a pretty fair trade, asked if I'd sign it. And so I sent it out. and we did the 1-for-1 swap. And now this is going to go into Starn. So I was pretty fucking excited for this one because I never had this card, this version, and it's a really beautiful, and specifically the pre-release version. It's just so cool. It's just such a cool thing. So really special, really hot. I also had somebody else trade me a foil tandem lookout from Madison Restored, which is also cool. I don't have it in front of me right now. Yeah, no, I know that the Narset is gorgeous. It's really, really, really pretty. Almost as pretty as this Black Lotus that we're giving away. So we're probably going to wrap up the live stream here pretty soon. But I do want to remind everybody here watching, if you haven't already done it, go make sure you're following on Instagram and Facebook for both Ben Bateman MTG and Ancestral MTG, those two things. If you need like a repeat of any of the details are just all in the last video released on all my channels, has all the details for it. So if you follow those places, you're entered to win. And if you do want to increase your chances, go make a customer account for ancestralmtg.com. That's that. It is, yeah, sorry. Somebody in the chat said that is specifically not the one I'm giving away. I'm giving away one that is a little more played than this one. I just don't have it in my hand, but it is an unlimited Lotus. It's a real Lotus. So that's the one. That's the one. So yeah, thanks everybody. I think we're going to wrap up the stream tonight. I do want to just go and make sure I didn't miss any additional Patreon signups, because I think every single person who signs up live deserves to be shouted out. Stephen Noble was my last sign up here at the rare level. Stephen Noble signed up. And so I do want to just one more time, every single person who signed up tonight: Nortradamus, Diamond Dog 35, Ice Strike, Brian E. Leary, Christopher Hedrick, Sarah Animations 01, Christopher Haley, Nick Foles _Goto9, Brock, Mog Tones, Jason Hickmont, Trey Lacey, John Downey, Skylar Nutt, Dion Kalaman, Scruffy, Daniel Wright, Matthew Odd, Isaiah Tippin, and Stephen Noble all signed up tonight for Patreon on the stream live. And I really appreciate you guys doing that. Helps kind of keep going what we're doing. And every stream I try to make sure I shout out any new patron who signs up. So Jacob Squires, you're not too late. The actual Black Lotus winner of this is not going to be officially announced live on stream till the 1st of January. You have plenty of time. Don't worry. This is happening January 1st. We're giving this away. It is going to be the biggest thing I've ever done. And if you want to win this, just go make sure you're following those places. Follow Ben Bateman MTG and Ancestral MTG on Instagram and Facebook. And if you want to increase your chances, go make an ancestralmtg.com account. Straight up. There you go. That's the only things you feel. That's your max chances to win. So, yeah. All right, guys. All right. I don't have the lands yet. Wingnut Workshops. I'm missing the alpha basics. I'm still missing a few alpha basics. Haven't gotten there quite yet, but we're gonna get there. Don't worry. It's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. So Bethany Cuevas, thank you for the and Marcel Tim, thanks for the free signups on Patreon as well. I appreciate you guys doing that. All right, guys. Unless anybody else has any questions that need to be shouted out or called out on the stream, I think I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm really glad we could hang out a little bit tonight and go over the good news. I'm stoked. We're going to be able to give away a Lotus, and you guys get to, have a shot to win the cool thing. You can get 10% off, of course, on Ancestral if you go and make an account. AncestralMTG.com, $250 or more as your first purchase. You get 10% off if you use my code Bateman10. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you all soon.